Hey, it's all about quality, not about quantity. Right? Let's get back to another round of Brewsday Tuesday with DreZ and Huck.
Round deuce of Brewsday Tuesday. It is DreZ alongside with Huck from Huck's Beer Buzz.
Huck.
Huck it. We're going to huck it.
I'm hooked.
Powered by Fatback Soul Shack. Pouring another pumpkin beer into our Fatback Soul Shack beer pint glass. What you got this time?
What's
like
this one of my favorites here, I got to say. You know, sometimes you like a beer too much. And Schlafly, I don't know. Schlafly Pumpkin.
You like it so much you don't know how to pronounce it.
I cannot pronounce it. Hey, you shouldn't make fun of my speech
You're saying
impediment.
It's schla.
Schlafly, yes. Like laugh.
Schlafly. Schlafly?
There, you know, when I first saw this beer, I always like to tell
Schlafly?
If you let me tell the story.
Shenanigans?
So the first time I saw this beer on the shelf, I picked it up, and it wasn't the pumpkin beer. It was one of their other beers. Mm. And all their beers are good. And I was like, I picked it up, and it said St. Louis, Missouri, right? That's what it says, St. Louis Brewery. And I was like,
is that where it's from?
I was like, this is a trick from Anheuser-Busch. This is back in the day when they were starting to trick us with.
Put those bottle caps in the thing. Fiddling with them.
I'm fiddling with them. Anyway, so I was like, this is a trick. This isn't really beer. Because you know how for a while there, the big breweries were making beer and just kind of labeling it generically. And so for a long time, I didn't drink this beer. And then the first time I had one, it was really good. And it might have been this pumpkin beer that I first had. And we've moved up a little bit to 8% now. But look at the color in this. That's like, if that's not fall, I don't know what is.
You're right about that.
You know, that's like the best color ever in a beer.
It is very pretty. A nice, beautiful amber, if you will.
So I was looking up pumpkin beers.
Oh, my God. This is delicious.
Yeah, I told you.
So this is your all-time favorite pumpkin beer?
Well, no, there's another one coming.
Okay.
But it's kind of different, so we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, this is my all-time favorite regular pumpkin beer. How about
all right,
that?
here. Well, let me just read the bottle, give you guys an idea of what we're doing. Oh, it starts over here. It's still up for debate how to pronounce it.
Schlafly
Pumpkin.
There's a laugh in it.
Blends the spices of the harvest with full-bodied sweetness for a beer that tastes like pumpkin pie. A special release pumpkin ale is available for a limited time with a new style every few months. So this is a limited time. So how long ago did you pick up this bottle?
Last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So super.
Just came out. It came out about 2 weeks ago. I saw it. So anyway, pumpkin beer kind of originated. Where do you think it originated?
Germany.
No, something else starts with a P and is up near
Poland.
Plymouth Rock.
Pennsylvania.
Pilgrims. They didn't have anything to make beer with.
They just had the pumpkins.
So they made pumpkin beer because that's all they had. They had corn to make liquor, but they needed to make beer, and they didn't have a lot of starchy, potatoey things, so they made it from pumpkin.
So the first Thanksgiving was probably had pumpkin
probably
beer.
Had pumpkin beer. So it hadn't been around a super long time. So let me just give you the Huck read on this, because we always have to do that. So
so that means this is all BS, by the way, the Huck.
Yeah, I'm just pulling this
He's
out of my...
paraphrasing out of his ass.
Yeah, right out of there. Okay, so Dogfish Head was like one of the original, Sam Caglione, one of the original brewers that got big with craft brewing. And his first beer that he started his company with was a 5-gallon batch of his pumpkin beer.
Really?
Yeah. And so I think that's why so many people make pumpkin beers. He makes one every year. And a couple of years ago, I can't say exactly when, they accidentally got screw bottles instead of hit the top bottles.
Screw top, like twist-offs?
Yeah, they got twist-off bottles, but they put the crimp-on tops on them.
Oh, no.
And they got 2/3 through the brew run when they noticed. And so they did a thing. It was really sad, but happy in another way. They did a test, and they decided they weren't good enough. So they gave all that beer to the employees and made another batch.
Well, that's
just another interesting pumpkin beer story.
That was a nice little bonus.
One little last thing is I'm a big fan of pumpkin chunkin'. Grab your phones, look this up.
Oh yeah, where
they do it at
pumpkin as far as
Sinkland
possible.
Farms across from my office of my real work. Yeah, definitely a looker. They didn't do it last year. They had insurance issues, but it may be coming back this year. I haven't looked. I need to look.
So basically, you try and come up with
Throw
some sort
a
of
pumpkin a mile.
a catapult of some sort.
It's kind of like the 4-minute mile running. The throwing a pumpkin a mile has not been done. I saw one thrown 1,900 feet. That's a long way.
That's a really long way.
1,900 feet.
But there's got to be some sort of a weight minimum or something.
Well, the problem is the force taken to throw the pumpkin, if it's too great, destroys the pumpkin.
Yeah.
So what you do is you shoot out a spray out of your mouth. Like, oh, that one didn't make it.
It's more of a shotgun of a pumpkin.
They have a name for that, but I can't remember what it's called. It's like a smoosh or something. But yeah, they throw the pumpkins.
That would be fun to attend.
So we were out at Sinkland Farms like 4 years ago, and they were throwing pumpkins, and these people came hiking in from outside. And they weren't really part of the group, right? They come over the hill, and everybody's going, like they're 2,000 feet away. They have no imagination that they're about to get hammered with a pumpkin. And this thing's in launch mode.
Oh, dude, that would take you out quick.
And people were like waving, and it took off, but they missed them.
Oh, my gosh.
I thought it would have been a better story had it not missed them.
Well, not for them. Not for them.
Pumpkin chunking for us, though, is just turning these glasses up. Mm-hmm. All right, so you know what I give this beer every year, probably.
Is it a solid 5?
It's solid 5.
You said every year. You said you just found it a couple weeks ago.
This year's version. Seasonal.
Oh,
just
I
came
see what
out.
you're saying. That's what they mean by
That's when we had the conversation a couple weeks ago. I said the pumpkin beers are out, and you were like, "What? The pumpkin beers are out?" I'm like, and that's what I meant. They come out. And
yeah.
Really.
So that's what they mean by limited time. Like it's limited until next year.
Yeah, they'll probably run out of this by the end of mid-October.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how much they've ramped it up because it is a good pumpkin beer. People like it. It sells well, but
Once again, this is the Schlafly. Schlafly.
Let's call them.
St. Louis Brewery.
You got a phone? We call them.
Is there a number on here?
Oh, well, you can look it up. We have that thing called the internet. So anyway, I'm going to go with
8%,
a big old 5.
8%, by the way.
It's a yummy beer.
All brewed with pumpkin and spices added. Cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. Oh, it's got the clove in there. Yeah, dude. Great flavors. This is good. So you're giving it a 5.
I'm giving it a 5. Pumpkin pie. Kind of rhymes.
It does have a little bit more of the sweeter pumpkin pie-esque than the last one that we had, the pumpkin ale. That one was more just kind of pumpkin spice. This one is a little bit more sweeter.
And thick. I mean, it's like you almost chew it.
This is amazing. See, it's tough, man, because, like, on any other day, probably would give this a 5, but, like, these are just all great beers, and I feel silly dishing out such high numbers for these beers, but...
I only bring you the best, DreZ.
Simply the best.
You can 5 all of my beers I bring you except for that.
You know what? F it. I'm going to give it a 5. It's good. This is good. This is great beer.
It's great beer.
Schlafly, 5. 5's all around. Great beer.
So how are we doing for time? I have a wine.
No, we're gonna have to take a break.
Okay, wine's coming on the next one.
Wine's coming on the next one. We're playing a quick tune, and then we'll be back with round 3, if you can believe it.
3.
Brewsday.
And there's 2 beers in round 3. They're
oh my gosh,
the same but different.
You're definitely gonna have to get a Uber home or something. Fatback Soul Shack powered Brewsday Tuesday returns after this.
Fried green tomatoes.